YouTube, what is good? It is your boy Stimmy2 back at you again today with another Apex Legends video. And in today's video, guys, we are doing an updated heirloom tier list for Season 19. And guys, not much has changed since the last heirloom tier list, but some of my picks kind of shifted around and stuff like that. So we are going to get into that, and if that does pique your interest, I would really appreciate if you left a like, comment, and possibly a subscribe if you do enjoy the video. Alright guys, as always, I really appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Alright you guys, let's get straight into this. And before we start, I just wanted to say I'm going to be grouping up the dual heirlooms like Wraith and Revenant together in one ranking so we can just kind of like move through it faster. And with Bloodhound going at number 1, I am probably going to put his C tier. I don't really like this heirloom that much. I really wish they'd do a reskin and give him some new animations. Like, he literally only has one inspection and the heirloom doesn't look that great on its own. So naturally, I'm going to put that C tier. Next, we have Wraith, and those are the two kunais, and I'm going to put those both in S tier. I really like both the kunais. I love the animations that comes with them, and I think it's like one of the most complete heirlooms that there is as far as like animations and inspections and all that stuff. So I really think the kunais are very deserving of that S tier spot. Next, we got Lifeline, and I'm going to put those in B tier. I think this is another heirloom that needs a rework and give it more animations and inspections and stuff like that, because like Bloodhound, this one only has one inspection, and I think they could do a lot more with these. So I think it's pretty deserving of that B tier spot just for that. Next, we got Mirage, and I'm gonna put Mirage's probably in A tier. I really like the look of it and like the basis behind the heirloom and the inspections and stuff like that. It's one of the more unique heirlooms in the game, and I think it really just does fit Mirage very well for who Mirage is and his character and all. So I think his heirloom is definitely very deserving of that A tier spot. Next is Pathfinder, and Pathfinder is my main, so I'm not going to be like too biased here, but I do really like the heirloom. I really wish that they would give him more inspections, to be completely real with you though, because there is only one, and I feel like you could do a lot more with this heirloom on its own. So if it had more, I could see it being S tier, but for right now, I'm going to go A tier. Is Octane, and here we go again with heirlooms that they could be doing a lot more with. I don't know why it only has one inspection, and definitely could also use a rework too. So with all that said, I still think it's a great heirloom, and I really like the design. I mean, butterfly knives in video games are always just really cool. Is Gibby's, and I'm gonna put his B tier. It's a really simple heirloom. It's got a good batch of animations with it, but it's just personally not my favorite heirloom. So I'm gonna put it B tier. It's all right. It's not like the worst heirloom ever, so I'm gonna put it B. We got Bangalore, and I'm going to put Bangalore's in C tier. It's got a decent bit of animations with it and stuff like that, but just the heirloom in general doesn't look the greatest to me, which kind of sucks because Bangalore is a great character. So I feel like they could easily rework this one, give her more animations, cooler look of the actual heirloom itself. And next we have Revenant's scythes, and those are very much S tier for me. Heirloom wise, I think these are my favorite, to be completely real. The animations that it gives you, and the inspections, and also it gives you an emote with the new Revenant heirloom, so I think that's really cool. The emote itself is really solid as well, so I definitely think this is one of the most complete heirlooms that you can get, and I definitely think if you were going to get an heirloom, this would be one of the ones you should grab. Next, we have Caustic's hammer, and I'm going to put that A tier. I really like this heirloom, the animations it comes with, just the overall look of it in general. It's really cool, unique, definitely fits Caustic very well. So I'm definitely going to put that in A tier, just doesn't quite notch out S tier for me. And next, we got Rampart's Wrench, and I'm going to put that in B tier. I like this heirloom, but on the other hand, it's just really kind of basic. It kind of falls in line with Bangalore and Bloodhounds, but I think the animations definitely give it the edge over those two, so I'm gonna put it B tier for right now. Next, we got Watson's Walmart scanner, and I'm going to put that B tier as well. It's a cool heirloom, but I don't know, it's just, I feel like they could almost do more with Watson and kind of make like a new heirloom for her, but this is okay. Definitely comes with a lot of animations too, so that's always a plus, but doesn't notch quite out over B tier for me. So next, we got Cryptos, and I'm gonna put Cryptos in S tier. I really like Cryptos heirloom. I always have. It's got some of the coolest animations and just overall looks for an heirloom in general. So I definitely think it's very deserving of that S tier spot, and it's never really changed, honestly, for me. Next is Valkyrie's Spear, and I'm gonna put that probably, I'm gonna put that A tier. It's kind of a hard choice between A and S tier for me for this thing, but I think I'm gonna put it A tier. It's got great animations. It's a great looking heirloom, but I think the animations definitely carry for it. It's got some of the best animations for an heirloom, so I definitely think it's deserving of that A tier spot. Is Loba's Fan, and I'm gonna put that S tier. I really like Loba's Fan. I really like spinning the fan around, honestly. like that's like one of my favorite parts about having the heirloom. It's so clean looking. The heirloom itself is very clean looking. It's got a lot of animations with it, and it's one with the better characters in the game, so I definitely think it's deserving of that S tier spot. Is Sears heirloom, and I'm probably gonna put that B tier. If Sear was better, I feel like this might help it, because it's got one of the most animation packed heirlooms like in the whole entire game. It's got so many different animations and inspections for it. It's kind of crazy, but I don't know, I don't like the heirloom that much, so I'm gonna put it B tier. Next, we got Ash's Nunchucks, and I'm gonna put that A tier. I really like the animations with this one and the inspections that it has, especially the rat that comes out. I really like that one. The look of it's really clean. Kind of sucks that Ash isn't the greatest character, but heirloom itself, definitely A tier. Next, we got Horizon's heirloom, and I'm gonna put that probably C tier. Definitely not my favorite heirloom of all time. It just honestly never has been, to be completely real with you, but I don't know. I kind of wish they did more with this heirloom and made it look completely different, honestly. But I'm gonna leave it C tier. Last and finally, we have Fuse's guitar, and I'm going to put that in A tier. I think they did a really good job with this heirloom, but for me personally, I just don't think it quite cracks S tier for me. But again, I think they did a great job with it. Great animations, great inspections, great look of the heirloom, but I think it's just gonna stay in A tier for me.